Want to learn to fingerpick guitar but don't know where to start? Don't worry, I've got you covered. In today's video, we're going to look at two simple fingerpicking patterns that you can apply to your playing right away. The following is an excerpt from a live stream I did with guitar playing breakthrough specialist Tom Hess, and in it I covered these two basic finger picking patterns. Not only will I show you how to practice them so that you can get them into your picking hand, but I'll also show you how to apply them to a cool sounding chord progression so that we can get the potential of the patterns in your playing straight away. Now, before we get into it, very quickly, if you could like this video right now, I'd really appreciate it. It will push it out to more people on YouTube. If you like the channel and the content that I put out each week, I would really appreciate your subscription as well. All right, let's get to it. So we've got the C chord, G with B, A minor 7 with the G, the F, the G. So don't even really need that pinky there. You could leave that off and just, it's a pretty full sounding G chord with one finger. So simple enough, but sounds nice, got nice movement in the bass. Now, what can we do with it as far as finger picking is concerned? So we could just get a basic pattern going with P, I, M, and A using all three fingers. Now, some finger pickers will only use the two fingers and a thumb. No right or wrong here. I always find the ring finger is kind of the equivalent of the pinky on the fretting hand. It can be the one that feels a little awkward, needs a little bit more work, feels a bit weaker. It's not as coordinated as the other fingers. So I would encourage, if you get into finger picking, not to just leave that because it feels awkward and only use these two. There's plenty of fantastic finger pickers who just use the two fingers and a thumb. We're going to play a pattern here that's simply going to go P, I, M, A. So going up the strings 5, 3, 2, 1. And then to complete the cycle, we're going to repeat the thumb, the index, and the middle. So it goes thumb, index, middle, ring, thumb, index, middle. So we could go like a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, just a straight up pattern, right? Very, very basic. And then we can repeat that on our G with the B in the bass and on our A minor. And when we get to A minor with the G in the bass, we're going to alter the pattern slightly to put the bass note on the 6th string. So when I play on the A minor 7 with the G, it's the 6th. In terms of strings, 6, 3, 2, 1, 6, 3, 2. Same pattern, P-I-M-A, P-I-M, however, from the 6th string, and then the same top 3 strings. And then we can get to the F, again, whichever F you want to do. So if I'm doing with the root on the 6th string, again, it's the same as the G chord. And if I do it on the on the little 4-string version, I can do that with 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2. And then we've got our G. So with the G, you might put your pinky on here if you want to get the high G. The E could sound nice. It's just going to color the chord. It's going to make it more a G6 of sorts. So you can please yourself there. So that's a pattern that can get you going with finger picking. That's pretty straightforward. Gets all the 3 fingers and the thumb going. The other thing you can do is play notes together. Okay, different combinations of strings, plucking notes together. So that can be a little challenging at first when you do this because you might not get an even volume across all fingers, and that will come with time. So you might find one finger sort of attacks the string a little more than the other, and it's an uneven sort of volume. So it takes a little bit of practice, all the more reason to include this early on too. So if we were to take some sort of basic pattern, I mean, you could just simply play through the chords and pluck them all together. So I'm just plucking the 5th string and the top 3 strings. What I was arpeggiating before, I'm just playing all together. The thumb plucks downward, the fingers pluck upward at the same time. You might find that your thumb, when you follow through with plucking, let's say the C chord here, the thumb will just come to rest on that index finger. And then you could work through the chords. Or you could sort of break it up. Sometimes you'll break it up where you might go. That sort of thing. So you can get the thumb and then the fingers 1 and 2 together, perhaps on the first beat. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. This is an example where you might have a situation where the index finger or all 3 fingers move. So for example, on the C chord, you've got the thumb on the bass, on the root, and you could either have those 3 fingers on their 3 strings, 3, 2, and 1 up top, or you could have those 3 fingers on strings 2, 3, and 4. So you've got an index finger that is on a bass string, and you've got the other 2 that were on the top 2 strings on the 3rd and 2nd. So there's no, sometimes people get caught up with that, as I said before, and think they've broken some sort of rule. There is no rule here. There's just guidelines to follow, and once you've got this set, it can move where fingers can end up on different strings. You're still going to be plucking sort of in a sequential way with the 3 fingers and the thumb, or whatever sort of combination you're doing. If you like this video, you'll love this ebook complete with video examples called 10 melodic fingerpicking patterns you can learn in 10 minutes or less. Do you struggle to make the fingerpicking patterns you learn on guitar sound like music? Perhaps it's because you believe in one or more of these fingerpicking pattern myths. 1. You need to know a lot of patterns to have your fingerpicking sound musical. 2. Only advanced fingerpicking patterns sound musical. Easy patterns are too basic to sound any good. Or 3. There is a magic pattern out there somewhere that once found will finally have your fingerpicking sound the way you want it to. None of these myths are true. This is because fingerpicking patterns alone are not musical. They're technical. It's what you do with the patterns that will determine how musical they sound. In this ebook, you learn how to make the most boring fingerpicking patterns sound amazing instantly. Plus, the simple trick to make advanced fingerpicking patterns easier to play, and the thumb and 1 finger trick that's so simple and will have your fingerpicking sounding pro in no time. Click the link in the description below this video and download your free ebook complete with video examples, 10 melodic fingerpicking patterns you can learn in 10 minutes or less. You'll have it in your inbox within minutes. Let me know in the comments what acoustic guitar topics you'd like to see covered in future videos. I love to hear from you. I do my very best to reply to all comments, and I love to hear your suggestions, of which many do and have become videos on this channel. So don't be shy, drop us a line. And if you like this video, then hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, then hit the subscription button and the notification bell button so YouTube can let you know when I've released a new video. As always, I really do appreciate you being here for this video. This is Simon Candy from acousticguitarlessonsonline.net, and I will look forward to seeing you in the next one.